Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. So as you guys know, Earth 3 comes out tomorrow. Obviously, tomorrow as I'm recording this. And again, it features the evil version of the Justice League of America, the Crime Syndicate of America. So basically tomorrow, it's the new event or the new episode, call it what you will. It is Earth 3. All servers will be taken offline at 5:30 a.m. Pacific Time on November 15th, 2017 to launch Earth 3. Downtime may last up to 8 hours. Usually they'll say 8 hours as a precaution. Very often it takes a bit less than that. Sometimes it took a lot less than that. But for a while, 8 hours is pretty much a good approximation of how long we can expect the servers to be down. In Earth 3, the Justice League, Lex Luthor, and players must face the Crime Syndicate, an evil version of the Justice League from an alternate universe. You know, I'm not the only one saying that. Even Mavs is saying that it's an evil version. So Earth 3 includes a new open world set in an alternate universe's Gotham City, a duo, an alert, and 2 raids. In addition to this high-level content, all players level 10 or more can also play event versions of every piece of content in the Earth 3 episode. Basically, it's something they've been doing for a while. As soon as you have a character that's level 10, you gain access to the new content. Previously, it was like for a month. Then with the last DLC, it pretty much was until the next DLC, until the Earth 3 DLC. And we can assume as much for the Earth 3 DLC as well. Basically, the maps pretty much said as much, and that the free content will be available until the next DLC comes along. So you should have plenty of time to play the free content if you're a free-to-play player. So new event and episode, Earth 3. A strange visitor has come to our planet with a warning of a mirrored universe opposite to our own that could threaten the lives of all on our Earth. You'll need to work with both the Justice League and Lex Luthor in a tentative alliance to combat this threat, even if it means journeying to the Earth of this alternate universe and finding the unexpected darkness that awaits. The episode features several exciting new missions in a new open world environment, as well as normal and elite version of a new duo, a new operation, and 2 new raids. Earn new feats, discover new collections, and fight for high-level gear inspired by Johnny Quick, and more. To get started, look for Earth 3 in your mission journal once you have the required combat rating of 207. Earth 3 is free to access from members. And as I mentioned, for a limited time, special event versions of all content in Earth 3 will be available to all players level 10 or more as well. Look for these event versions in the event tab on your on-duty menu. So basically in the past, we didn't have access, free-to-play players didn't have access to things like the duos or the alerts or the raids, but now they're going to have access to all of that, but in the event tab section of the on-duty menu. So in the event tab section, there will be the various missions that normally free-to-play players didn't have access to. This time, they will have access to those missions if they have a character that is level 10 or more. And what are those missions? Let's take a look. There's a new 2-player duo, Earth 3 The Visitor. An unknown craft has crash-landed in the peaceful town of Smallville. It's going to give us a new opportunity to explore Smallville once more, which we haven't done since way back when Smallville was a Tier 1 4-player missions, if I remember correctly. And Lex Luthor has asked you to investigate the situation. Find out what you can about the mysterious pilot of this ship and what his intentions may be for our world. Open your on-duty menu and look for the new duo under Tier 8 or of the 2-player tab. Combat rating 207. For the event version, look for Earth 3 The Visitor event in the on-duty menu under the event tab. So as I mentioned, in the event tab, you will have the various duos, alerts, and raids that we have access to with the Earth 3 DLC. And also, of course, there's the new open world Earth 3 Gotham. After traveling with Alexander Luthor to a mirrored version of our Earth, you find yourself in an alternate Gotham that is absolutely drowning in corruption. Work alongside the members of the Justice League to do what you can to fight back and protect the terrified citizens of this Gotham. Access the new mission hub via the Watchtower or the Hall of Doom using the Earth 3 Gotham Teleporter. I know it's not always obvious where they put that teleporter in the game. Sometimes you have to look around the watchtower 2, 3, half a dozen times before you find it. So as soon as I can, I'll make a video about how to access the content for those who always struggle to find the portals to be able to gain access to those new open worlds. That gets added as more and more stuff gets added to the game. And there's a new 4-player operation. My bad if I said 4-player alerts, but basically alerts and operation by now are more or less the same. So the new player operation is Earth 3 Injustice System. The Gotham of this alternate Earth has a trail of corruption that leads back to the vile Mayor Gordon. So in this reality, James Gordon is not the commissioner, he's the evil mayor who runs the town. And it's up to you and Batman to take him down. Be wary though, the mayor may have a powerful friend ready to make this difficult for you. So this will be an opportunity to team up with Batman, something we haven't done since all the way back since, it's been so long I barely remember when. I think Origin Crisis probably was the last time, but there could be some other time that I fail to remember. So open your on-duty menu and look for the new operation under Tier 8 of the 4-player tab. Combat rating is 207, obviously. And for the event mission, the event version, again, look for Earth 3 Injustice System, event in the on-duty menu under the event tab. So again, in the event tab, you will have access to those new missions. And there's the new raid and elite raid, the Earth 3 Panopticon. Not sure why they always go with words that can barely be pronounced, but anyways. So Lex Luthor has gone missing after traveling alone to the Panopticon, this world's version of the Watchtower. Travel there with Superman and Wonder Woman to find him, and to finally come face to face with the true threat of this alternate Earth, the Crime Syndicate. Open your on-duty menu and look again for Endgame or Elite version of the new raid under Expert Tier 8 or the Tier 8 player tab. Combat rating, again 207. For the event version, again, look in the Events tab and look for the Earth 3 Panopticon event in the on-duty menu under Events tab. And also, there's the new raid and elite raid, Earth 3 The Escape. So again, as you've noticed, there's going to be a raid version of the mission, and there's going to be an elite raid version of the mission. And of course, the event version of the mission. So technically, there's going to be 3 different versions of the mission. So you're going to be able to select pretty much the version you prefer. So again, in this version, the Crime Syndicate has put their plans into motion to invade our Earth, and you're the only one who can stop them. Fight alongside Superman, Lex Luthor, and Alexander Luthor in this epic battle against this world's mightiest beings, with the fate of our own world at stake. So again, open your on-duty menu, look for the Endgame and Elite version of the new raid under Expert Tier 8 or the Tier 8 player tab. Again, the combat rating is 207. And again, there is the event version. Again, look for Earth 3 The Escape and the on-duty menu under the Events tab. So again, basically, that's how they're trying to please everyone. They're having 3 different versions of each missions. There's going to be the event version that you're going to be able to run as soon as you have a character that's level 10. You're going to have the regular version that's going to be able to run with a combat rating 207 character. And there's going to be the elite version of the mission that also will require you to be combat rating 207. And that one will be much more difficult than the regular version. So technically, you're going to have 3 versions to choose from, and you're going to be able to choose either version you prefer. Also, you guys may recall, I made a video where I thought that Superman would be the next costume we would get in the upcoming time capsules. Obviously, I don't think that's going to be the case. Basically, what they did is that with Game Update 76, or basically this is Game Update 76, with the episode 30, and in Game Update 76, we have our friend Superman, who's going to get a facelift, essentially. So all the versions of the character of Superman in the game will be changed to the version that I showed in my Superman video previously. As you can see, the only exception to that will be the Legends Superman. For some reason, they're changing all the Superman characters in the game, other than the Legend version of the character. I'm not sure why they're changing all the versions and not the Legends version, but personally, I much prefer the original version, so I'm very happy that at least we will have the Legends version. If you're wondering why they're doing Superman now and not all the characters, basically you'll notice that Superman is pretty much the same model as Ultraman. All they pretty much did was change the emblem, and it's pretty much the same model. There's probably a few slightly subtle differences, But basically, they've just created the new Ultraman character. So I can see how it was very easy to take that model, tweak it a bit, and give us a new Superman model. Also, they've updated the comms. For those of you who don't know, like whenever you see Oracle appear in the corner or the calculator appear in the corner of your screen and they talk to you, up to now we had animated versions of those characters. Like we had a little head that would appear, and that head would be animated and would see the little mouth move. Basically, they're going to change all of those with a static picture that will not move at all. From what I understand, if we look at the new Superman model, basically they seem to be using the latest models for that. So I expect if someday they decide to change the model for Wonder Woman or Batman, we'll probably have those new models as well. So for the comms, again, basically all it means is that the little portrait that appears in the corner that talks to you, it's still going to talk to you, but it will not be animated. It will be a static picture. It's pretty much that simple. Also for the artifacts, they added a fixed. Basically, sometimes with the artifacts, you would gain access to the ability that you get at rank 80 earlier for some reasons. So apparently they came up with a patch to be able to fix that. And for the UI, there was a bug. I'm sure you've seen it previously. It happened during at least a couple of my videos recently, where whenever you try to use the marketplace, sometimes you get caught into what's known as an infinite loading loop. Basically, you're loading and loading and loading, and you're loading infinitely. Or should I say you're loading to infinity? Anyway, basically, you're loading without ever stopping. So they've added a fix so that you can actually, if you're loading for more than 5 seconds, you can decide to cancel the loading attempt. And also, they've added a few fixes to the artifacts for some reasons. I'm not sure exactly what was wrong with it. I don't recall seeing anything wrong with how the artifacts worked. But somehow, apparently, it needed to be fixed. So it's going to be fixed tomorrow. So again, guys, tomorrow, the Earth 3 DLC goes live. So tomorrow, we're going to be able to face off against the evil crime syndicate of America. And we're going to get some fresh new missions to play, at least for a while. And of course, this week we have the Justice League movie coming out. People have been wondering if we would get something related to the Justice League movie coming out. But basically, this is a Justice League DLC, so if some of you guys were expecting something special for the Justice League movie to be added to DC Universe Online, this is it. The Earth 3 DLC is that special something. Also, it's been asked if we were going to get a new time capsule tomorrow. It's not going to be tomorrow. I suspect they're going to do the same thing they did the last time, where they're going to release the DLC, and then a few days, maybe a week later, then they're going to release the new time capsule. So I suspect they will do something not unlike what they did the last time with the Gotham time capsule. So I suspect maybe by Friday, maybe next Monday, we'll get some news about that. I guess we're going to have to wait and see for that. And of course, for the new time capsules, I thought that maybe the new Superman model was a hint that this was what we were going to get in the time capsules. But so far, the evidence seems to suggest that we are going to get something totally different for the time capsules. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see. So again, the wait is almost over. Tomorrow, the Earth 3 DLC goes live. So we will have some brand new missions to play with our friend Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.